Minorities in Syria are living in fear after the massacres of the Alawites and the Christians in the coastal areas. It is now the turn for the Druze community. The Druze community has been clashing with Ahmad al-Shara forces and supporters. Many Druze people and Ahmad al-Shara supporters were killed during the past week in Syria. And Israel has stepped in. The Israelis say they want to protect the minorities of Syria, and they are talking about bombing places in Syria. We tell you more in this report.
Syria is witnessing another wave of sectarian killings. This time, it is not the Alawites, but the Druze community that finds itself in the crosshairs of conflict, with the threat of Israel taking over the Syrian skies, hanging in the background. In recent weeks, the Syrian War Monitor has been reporting on the skirmishes between Druze gunmen and pro-government fighters in South Damascus. Fresh fighting broke out on Monday after a video attributed to a Druze cleric deemed blasphemous went viral on social media. For over 2 days, the Syrian War Monitor recorded over 100 deaths, mostly of Druze members in these clashes. The cleric denied it was his voice in the viral post. Syria's Interior Ministry has said that it is investigating the clip, adding that an initial probe showed the cleric was not responsible. The Syrian forces deployed in the region say that they have dealt with who they call the outlawed gunmen.
They are armed outlaw forces. They claim to belong to the Men of Dignity movement. Some of them are affiliated with the Suwaida Military Council, and some are affiliated with other factions. We are dealing with them firmly. Some of these groups are also directly affiliated with Israel.
Syrian Druze spiritual leader Sheikh Hikmat al-Hijri called the killings a genocidal campaign against his community. Druze civilians held funeral for the fighters who were killed in these clashes. But right after the clash, Israel stepped in and carried out a drone strike near the Syrian capital city of Damascus. Israel said that the strike targeted an extremist group south of Damascus as it prepared to carry out an attack on members of the Druze community.
We, the Jewish people, know what it is to be a minority. The Middle East is a tough region for minorities. I call on the international community to fulfill its role in protecting the minorities in Syria, especially the Druze, from the regime and its gangs of terror, and not to turn a blind eye to the tough events taking place there over the recent months.
Benjamin Netanyahu has called the strike a warning operation and a stern message that was conveyed to the Syrian regime. Israel expects it to act to prevent harm through the Druze. Israel has settled 24,000 Druze community members in Israeli-occupied Golan Heights that it captured from Syria in the 1967 war. Israel annexed the territory in 1981, a move not recognized by most countries or the United Nations. The fighting marked the latest episode of deadly sectarian violence in Syria, where fear among minorities are swelling since Islamist-led rebels ousted Bashar al-Assad from power, installing their own government and security forces. That fear has spiked after the killings of hundreds of Alawites in March in an apparent revenge for an attack by Assad loyalists.
To be one people, without sects, without sectarianism. On this basis, the regime has fallen. On the basis that there would be no sectarianism, that we would be one people and one hand. I don't know what is happening. Why this killing? Why this attack on the Druze? Why this attack on the Alawites? And why this attack on the coast? By God, I don't know. There is no need for all of this.
The unrest poses a serious challenge to Ahmed al-Shara's regime that has time again promised to unite a country torn by 14 years of civil war.